Welcome to this holy instant now. An instant to stop and remember. Remember who and what you truly are, beyond the matrix of fear, lack, and limitation. All that seems to limit you in this world is only an illusion that demands your continued belief and attention in order to have any power over you. Now is your opportunity to let go of whatever stands in the way of your complete awareness of your true and original self. Sit back with your spine upright. Get comfortable and take a deep, slow breath. And as you exhale, release both past and future. Release both memory and imagination, and become fully present in the now. And let's begin. The contemplation with which we begin today's practice is this: what is the real world? The real world is a symbol like the rest of what perception offers. Yet it stands for what is opposite to the world of separation that you have placed your faith in. Perception is projection, and it reflects the mind of its maker. Your world is seen through eyes of fear and brings the witnesses of terror to your mind. The real world cannot be perceived except through eyes forgiveness blesses. So they see a world where terror is impossible and witnesses to fear cannot be found. The real world holds a counterpart for each unhappy thought that is reflected in your world, a sure correction for the sights of fear and sounds of battle which your world contains. The real world is seen differently, through quiet eyes and with a mind at peace. Nothing but rest is there. There are no cries of pain and sorrow heard, for nothing here remains outside forgiveness, and the sights are gentle. Only happy sights and sounds can reach a mind that has forgiven itself. What need has such a mind for thoughts of death, attack, and war? What can it perceive surrounding it but safety, love, and joy? What is there that it would choose to be condemned? And what is there that it would judge against? The world it sees arises from a mind at peace within itself. No danger lurks in anything it sees, for it is kind, and only kindness does it look upon. The real world is the symbol that the dream of sin and guilt is over, and the holy ones of God no longer sleep. take a moment now to contemplate the real world and enter into the consciousness of it through your attention and intention. So take a deep, slow, and full breath in. And as you let it go, let your mind and body relax. Connect with your divine identity, the transcendent sense of self, independent of any experience in the world. Realizing now that the dream of sin and guilt is over, your waking eyes perceive the reflection of your Creator's love in everything that you look upon, assuring you that you are redeemed and loved. Take the next minute or so to contemplate this now. This perception of the real world is our goal today, for it contains the memory of God. And as we look upon a world forgiven, it is God Himself who calls to us and comes to take us home, reminding us of our true divine identity, which our forgiveness has restored to us. And now, take one more deep, slow, and full breath in. And as you exhale slowly, let your mind and body relax deeper still as you open your awareness to the idea with which we practice today. This is a day of stillness and of peace. Christ's vision looks through me today. His sight shows me all things forgiven and at peace, and offers this same vision to all the world. And I accept this vision, both for myself and for the world as well. And what loveliness we look upon today. What holiness we see surrounding us when we look through the eyes of forgiveness. And it is given us to recognize it is a holiness in which we share. It is the holiness of God Himself. Infinite Creator, this day my mind is quiet to receive the thoughts You offer me. And I accept what comes from You instead of from my own false sense of self. While I dream of separation, I do not know the way to you, but you are wholly certain. Infinite Creator, lead me along the quiet path that ends in you. Let my forgiveness be complete, and let the memory of you return to me. Remember that projection makes perception, and the thoughts that you look towards for meaning and discernment of what is true are the thoughts that will be outpictured in your world. This is a day of stillness and of peace, or it is a day of judgment, fear, anxiety, competition, and separation. The only one with the authority to determine this is you. The infinite Creator created perfection. Only peace, love, and joy abide in true creation. Everything else is made by you. Your belief and your faith in the thoughts of fear, the thoughts that look to separation as the truth, are the only obstacles to your perception of the real world. This is a day of stillness and of peace, because you look through the eyes of forgiveness upon the world that now reflects forgiveness back to you. And in this perception, all that you look upon shimmers with the peace and love of the Creator. The sacredness of life leaps into your perception, and you realize that you share in this sacredness, this holiness, this peace. Infinite Creator, this day my mind is quiet to receive the thoughts you offer me. as you approach the completion of this practice period. Take another deep, slow, and full breath in, breathing in all of the energy and frequency of your practice, integrating it into all aspects of your thought system and your perception now. And as you exhale slowly, relax and release and allow the integration to take place. And remember to bring this feeling, this awareness, and this idea with you into the rest of your day. This is a day of stillness and of peace. Christ's vision looks through me today. His sight shows me all things forgiven and at peace, and offers this same vision to all the world. And I accept this vision, both for myself and for the world as well. And what loveliness we look upon today. What holiness we see surrounding us when we look through the eyes of forgiveness. And it is given us to recognize it is a holiness in which we share. It is the holiness of God Himself. My gratitude is to you for investing this time and energy into your awakening and the awakening of the world. If you enjoyed and benefited from this practice and wish to support this channel, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to continue the journey, and leave a comment in the comment section below, sharing what you will embrace and what you will release that will allow you to step ever more fully into your true self today. May you be at peace and know your true self.